around if you're involved in Arsenal and Manchester United. Much more reaction to come after we've heard from the Arsenal captain and match winner.
Well, Oba, given Arsenal's record here and away actually to all of the best sides in the Premier League, is that a seriously big win for you?
Very big. It's been a very tough night, but I think I'm really happy because the team did very well tonight, and it's been a long time we didn't win here, and so of course today it's a big win.
Right throughout the first half, maybe tougher in the second, but did you feel like you had control of the game?
Yes, definitely, and at the half-time everyone's where...
Are you actually thinking, we haven't scored, we've let this slip here?
Yeah, but we knew that in the second time we have to score because we had some opportunities in the first half. But I think we managed well the first half, and then second half we had this penalty, and then we score, and then everyone wants to defend to do the score, and we managed well at the end. So great night.
I just wonder how you felt stood over that penalty after just a little while without a goal.
Oh, I think we work a lot. We like our penalties in training, so we are pretty confident, and yeah, that's it.
You've bought a couple of really good players, haven't you? Look at Thomas Partey today, Gabriel at the back.
Yes, as I said, the team did a great job. I'm really happy with all the boys. Everyone was giving the best today, and that's why we won.
Does it change the whole feel around the start to your season, do you think?
For sure. I think we knew since the beginning that we have to trust the process. As we said, Mikel is bringing something very, very nice, and everyone wants to follow this way. So, yeah.
And were you aware of that record away to what you might call the Big Six?
Yeah, I knew, and yeah, that was good to win tonight.
It was. Well done.
Thank you.
Big smile. And because of that record that everyone was talking about, they can't talk about it now. They've done it. How big is that for Arsenal?
Well, it's massive. It's a massive win for Arsenal. And the thing is that since Mikel's been there has been progress. You know, he's got the players that he's got to work with, and you know, he's changed in respects of the defensive and the intensity and the culture and everything what he's trying to do. And I think that we saw as well with one of the other players, with Gabriel, on a booking from the first half, and the way he played was brilliant. Partey, the signing. So he's slowly going to integrate the players he wants to play, the system he wants to play. And what you've seen there is the organisation of Arsenal, something that people always spoke about, the lack of intensity, the lack of drive. We're not seeing that anymore. And this is why they can say whatever they want about the Big Six and the records. Under Mikel, I ain't got no problem with that now, playing any of them, because we're more organised. We know more what we're doing. We've got a guy up front who can, if he gets the chances, finish them. And different structure towards Arsenal and what they're doing now. So, you know, they could talk about not beating our top six as much as they want now. They said, we're going into a different era.
He converted the penalty. What were you thinking when Paul Pogba was about to make the challenge for it, though?
You could see it happen, couldn't you? He gets totally the wrong side of Pogba, does Bellerin, and he's just got to stand off him there. Bellerin's going absolutely nowhere. He's going out towards the byline. He can't do anything, but Pogba, he makes the wrong decision and clumsily brings him down, and it's a clear-cut penalty.
And Wright, given the fact he'd gone a few games without a goal, Aubameyang, and Arsenal hadn't taken their chances in the game, this was a huge moment for him.
I was very confident that he was going to score, because I think when you get to his kind of level and he realises how important it is for him to stick that away, and like he said, they've been practising them, I knew he would score it. You know what I mean? I was quite confident he would score it, simply because of the player he is and the responsibility, and he knows what it means to score that goal, because it was always going to come down to Arsenal taking their chances. It was always going to come down to that, and that was a chance that we couldn't afford to miss.
You were a little concerned up until then that they hadn't taken those chances, though.
Yeah, because I think that's been the problem with Arsenal, lack of creativity, and then when the chances have come, they've not been taken. And I'd say even when I watched the Leicester game, you know, chances and goals change games, change the way you play, change the confidence, the momentum. And when you don't score them, it can go the other way as well. So you heard Aubameyang say there in the dressing room they were worried about the fact that they missed some chances, and you're thinking that Man United may come back into it. They didn't, but those are the things you're thinking at half-time, that they might come into it, and those chances, hopefully we don't rue those mistakes. But in the end, I thought they continued to play brilliantly and deserved the win.
Did you expect a little bit more of a reaction from Manchester United after that penalty gone in?
You did, yeah, of course. You expect them, United then, to start attacking, start creating chances, throwing bodies forward. It never really happened. And as Ian said, you've got to give Arsenal credit. they thoroughly deserved the win. It was a very good performance, very organised, as you said. They played in a similar way to United with the two midfield players in front, but that was an away performance from Arsenal.
Yeah.
United were almost like the away team playing at home and just weren't good enough. And it was a matter of time before Arsenal scored. They were not creating loads of chances, but their chances were better. They had more clear chances than United had. I think United had two chances the whole game, as we said, and could you really call them chances? I don't think they were good chances, were they? Greenwood's was a half chance, I suppose, and Matic, what? I want him to say it's a half chance with his right foot from 25 yards out. So, look, I give Arsenal credit. United were very poor today, but Arsenal, a really good away performance.
And Partey again, at the heart of things?
Well, the thing is that, you know, he's exactly what he wanted. He wanted OR as well from Lille. But, like, when you look at him there, he read that situation early. We've not had that. We've not had that natural midfielder who can read that and not only break that up, but then he's got the skill to be able to put it through Fred's legs there and continue to go. I think we saw that the same with El Neni today. El Neni had a couple of times where Arsenal's problem has been progressing the ball through midfield, and you see it happening there with him. You see him here again in this area. He's looking to penetrate. He's looking to shoot. We've not had that midfielder for a while. So we're talking about somebody who today, I'd love to see how many times he broke it up, because there was a couple of times where he lost the ball there and then, you know, he goes back and wins it back again. He done that a couple of times. It's almost as if he was doing it to see, let me see if I can win it back. And he could. No, I'm messing about. But it was just great to see a midfielder this positive. That good. There he is again, losing it, and there he is again, winning it back.
He's an all-round midfield player.
Exactly.
It's not just a holding midfield.
That's what I mean. You don't see many of these midfield players. Sometimes it's attacking midfield, but it's a holding midfield player. A midfield player's job is to do everything. You have to contribute with everything. And today he did the perfect job in all departments.
OK, let's get some reaction from Mikel Arteta.
Well, Mikel, as you know from your playing days, Arsenal don't win here often, and they haven't won here for a long time. So how sweet is that?
Yes, I didn't want to tell the players, to be fair, that we didn't win here in 14 years, I think it was.
Did you really keep that quiet?
Yes, I kept it quiet. I just tried to generate belief, and I just demanded to be who we are here in any ground. And I think the team that you saw tonight is where we are starting to be, and I'm proud the way we approach the game, the personality that we show to play against this team at Old Trafford, and obviously delighted with the win.
What did you get right in your planning? Because maybe even more so first half than second, you had control of the match.
Yes, I think we interpreted well what we had to do. They play a really tricky formation with diamond, with a square, with people dropping in certain areas that are difficult to control. I think we're really, really aggressive. We won a lot of balls in the opposition half as we were. In the second half, physically we dropped. We are playing a lot of games. We could not maintain that level of intensity, but I think we just gave one opportunity away, and we looked really solid.
So did you plan, maybe off the back of midweek, to face that diamond and to nullify?
Yes, well, they played 2 or 3 different formations. It's tricky. The moment they open you up and you allow the space in your back, it's a really difficult thing to control. But I think we've done really well. I was worried because we had the 2 central defenders with a yellow card in the first half. So to control Rashford and Greenwood, and when Cavani comes in and Pogba, is not easy, but I'm pleased.
How well did the 2 centre-halves do? And Rob Holding back from injury earlier than expected, and Gabriel, new to the Premier League, but looks worth every penny you spent on him.
That's the culture we are trying to create. Rob supposed to be out for 3 or 4 weeks. He's done an immense work, and credit to all the physios and the medical staff as well for the work that they've done with him. But he wanted to be here. He wanted to be with us. We knew that we had David out. We know that Musti hasn't played football in 4 or 5 months, so we are really happy.
It does look like you spent well, doesn't it? Gabriel, Thomas Partey as well today?
Yeah, I think Mo was fantastic, and Lenny. I think they played.
Is it hard to pick out individuals?
Yeah, I think it's really hard. I really like the consistency that we showed throughout the game, but then the courage and personality we had as well with the ball.
First win away to what we might call a Big Six side in nearly 6 years, January 2015. How significant a step is that, Mikel?
Absolutely. Well, there is a reason for that. That's not obviously a coincidence, and we looked at a lot of factors. We're going to try to change that as much as possible, and in my opinion, the best way to do it is to go about every game the way we go now.
In terms of your start to your season, does it just make everything feel different, that win?
Well, this win, we needed it. I think we should not have lost against Manchester City, and definitely we should not have lost against Leicester. And to come here and obviously being played already at at Anfield, at the Etihad, and here in the first 7 games is a big task. And yeah, we need to keep going.
Well done.